Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
All right, let's dive in. This time we're taking a closer look at the November full moon, the one we just saw a few nights ago.
You know, it's not just a pretty sight up there. There's a ton of history and folklore surrounding this full moon.
Oh yeah, I bet. We're talking about the beaver moon, right? That's got to have some interesting stories behind it.
It definitely does. The name itself, beaver moon, comes from Native American traditions.
Yeah.
And even early colonists, particularly in North America, adopt it.
So I'm guessing it has something to do with, well, beavers.
You got it. November was prime time for beavers to be, doing their dam building thing.
Yeah, getting ready for winter. Right. Makes sense.
Exactly. For those folks, seeing that full moon meant it was time to start trapping. Warm furs were essential for survival back then.
Wow, so the moon was like a natural calendar. I'm guessing other cultures had different names for this moon, though, right?
Absolutely. I mean, beavers aren't exactly a global phenomenon. Take the Celts in Europe, for example. They called it the dark moon, a name that kind of foreshadows the winter solstice.
Whoa, same moon, totally different vibe. That's fascinating. I'm already seeing how much more there is to this than just, oh, look, a full moon.
Oh, there's so much more to uncover. And, it's not just ancient history either. Think about events like Chinese lunar festivals, which often occur around this time of year.
Right. It just goes to show how important the moon has been to cultures all over the world.
For sure. It's a universal fascination that spans across time and continents.
Speaking of time, this year's beaver moon peaked on November 15th at around 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Did anyone out there manage to catch a glimpse?
I'm sure many did. And they might have even noticed the moon illusion.
Oh, yeah, the moon illusion. That's when it looks absolutely massive near the horizon, right? Like you could just reach out and touch it.
Exactly. It's a pretty cool optical trick.
Okay, wait. I've always wondered about this. Why does that happen? Is it just me? Or does the moon really look bigger when it's lower in the sky?
It's not just you. There are a couple of theories floating around, but nothing definitive. One thought is that our brain compares the moon to things on the horizon, like trees or buildings.
Oh, that makes sense. It's all about perspective, right?
Right. Another theory suggests it's about how our eyes perceive distance when looking through a thicker layer of atmosphere near the horizon. It's like a naturally occurring visual effect.
I love that. And to make things even more interesting, this year's beaver moon happened right in the middle of the torrid meteor shower.
You're right. It was a great opportunity for skywatchers to see some shooting stars along with that bright moon. It's not every day you get that kind of celestial double feature.
Okay, so I know this wasn't technically a supermoon, right? But does that make it any less special?
Not at all. While the moon's orbit this time around meant it wasn't quite a supermoon, it was still incredibly bright, especially for anyone away from those city lights.
That's so true. I feel like most people these days don't even realize how much light pollution affects what we see in the night sky.
You're absolutely right. It really diminishes the experience. Okay, so we've talked about the history and the science behind the beaver moon, but what about the deeper meaning?
Right. Full moons often have that kind of, mystical feel to them. They're associated with reflection, new beginnings, things like that.
You're picking up on it. And the beaver moon specifically, it's all about preparation, just like those busy beavers getting their lodges ready.
I like that. So it's not just about the beavers, it's a message for us too.
Yeah.
Get ready for what's coming, build a solid foundation, all that jazz.
Exactly. Whether it's our career, relationships, or just our personal growth, it's a good time to focus on what truly matters and prepare for the metaphorical winter ahead. Think of it as building your own lodge for whatever challenges come your way.
I'm into it. Okay, so how does the astrology of this moon tie into all of this?
Well, this full moon happens to be in Taurus.
Okay, and Taurus is?
The bull, known for stability, security, enjoying life's simple pleasures.
So, cozy vibes, basically.
Exactly. This moon amplifies that desire to create a comfortable, safe environment, to nurture ourselves, and really hone in on what brings true contentment.
Okay, that totally lines up with the whole building a lodge for winter idea. It's about taking care of ourselves physically and emotionally, and focusing on what sustains us. Speaking of comfort, do you do any full moon rituals? Meditation, journaling, anything like that?
I've been known to do some journaling under a full moon. There's something about that energy that makes me want to reflect and get those thoughts down on paper.
Totally. No judging me here. I've tried a few things myself. But is there any real basis for this whole full moon energy thing? Or is it all just vibes and good intentions?
It's definitely a hot topic. Some people swear by the moon's mystical powers. Others think it's all superstition. But I think ultimately it comes down to personal experience and what resonates with you.
Yeah, I can see that. But even if we leave the mystical stuff aside, we can't deny the moon's scientific influence on Earth, right? The tides, for example.
Exactly. And it goes beyond the tides, too. There's a growing body of research suggesting the moon's cycles might influence animal behavior as well.
Wait, really? Like how?
Well, think about nocturnal animals. The amount of moonlight directly affects their ability to hunt, mate, even migrate. And even marine life has influenced certain species time their spawning cycles to specific lunar phases. It's all connected in ways we might not even realize.
Wow, I never thought about that. It brings us back to those busy beavers, doesn't it? Their dam building affects so much more than just themselves.
Exactly. They create entire ecosystems. It really highlights the ripple effect of their actions and reminds us of that delicate balance in nature, which is definitely influenced by the moon cycles.
So we've got history, science, even a bit of symbolism. But let's get practical for a minute. Say someone wants to experience this beaver moon magic for themselves. Any tips? Besides hoping for clear skies, of course.
Well, finding a spot away from city lights is key for optimal viewing. Look for somewhere with a clear view of the eastern horizon so you can catch that moonrise.
Good point. And maybe pack a blanket, some snacks.
Yeah.
Make it an event.
Exactly. And you might even see some lingering toward meteors if you're lucky. Now, for those who are into photography, this is a perfect opportunity to get some amazing moonshots.
Right. Break out the night mode, grab a tripod. You could even get creative and incorporate some foreground elements into your photos for a really cool composition.
Absolutely. And sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. Just taking a walk under the moonlight, listening to the sounds of nature.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. We can get so caught up in the everyday hustle that we forget to just enjoy the simple beauty around us.
For sure. And hey, if you're feeling drawn to the more spiritual side of things, there's always the option of doing a full moon ritual.
True. Even if you're not, a full-on believer, it can be a fun way to connect with yourself and set some intentions.
Exactly. Light some candles, meditate, write down your goals, whatever feels right to you. Or gather with friends, share some stories. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
So, okay, everyone knows the moon controls the tides. But what other scientific impacts does it actually have on Earth? Does it really mess with our sleep, or is that an old wives' tale?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than a simple yes or no. The research is still developing, but there's growing evidence that lunar cycles can affect our sleep, hormones, even certain animal behaviors.
Seriously? So maybe blaming my insomnia on a full moon isn't so crazy after all.
It might not be. And did you know that farmers have used the moon cycles for centuries to plan their planting and harvesting?
No way, really?
Yeah. There's a lot of traditional wisdom there that's now being backed up by scientific studies. The beaver moon, for example, traditionally marked the end of the harvest season.
That's incredible. I love how it all connects back together.
Right. It's like this beautiful tapestry woven together by the moon's influence.
Okay, so we've covered history, science, even some practical tips. But there's one more thing I want to touch on. The moon's impact on art and culture.
Oh, absolutely. The full moon has been a source of inspiration for artists for, forever. It evokes such a sense of mystery and wonder.
Think about all the songs, poems, paintings, stories that have been inspired by that bright orb in the sky. It's a universal muse.
And the themes associated with this November moon, specifically resilience, change, reflection, they're so powerful and resonant for artists. It's a time for looking inward, letting go, embracing the new. And these themes are timeless, They've been inspiring people for centuries.
It's like this cosmic link between humans and the celestial world, expressed through our art and storytelling.
I like that, a cosmic link. And it's not just a thing of the past. A lot of modern celebrations incorporate art, music, storytelling into their full moon festivities.
I love that. It's a way to keep those ancient traditions alive and make them relevant for today.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the beaver moon, what stands out to you most?
That's a tough one. But I think for me, it's that feeling of interconnectedness we keep coming back to. The beaver moon isn't just this isolated event in the sky. It's woven into history, nature, our lives. It's a reminder that we're all part of something much bigger.
I couldn't agree more. And it makes you wonder, right? What other connections are we missing? What else is the moon influencing that we haven't even considered yet?
Ooh, now that's a question to ponder. And maybe, just maybe, we'll uncover some of those answers in our next deep dive.
Stay tuned. It's going to be out of this world. Literally.
Okay, so we've been talking about the moon's influence here on Earth. But what about beyond? It's almost impossible to talk about a full moon without someone bringing up the idea of life beyond Earth.
It's true. The moon has always fueled our imagination, making us wonder, are we alone?
And I feel like with all the crazy advancements in space exploration these days, we're closer than ever to maybe actually finding some answers.
Exactly. It seems like every other week there's a new discovery about a potentially habitable planet or moon. It's a really exciting time.
Okay, so no little green men just yet, but what have we found out there?
Well, no confirmed alien encounters just yet, but take Mars, for example. Scientists have found pretty strong evidence that water existed there.
Oh, wow.
And where there's water, there's at least the possibility of life as we know it.
So you're saying there could be Martian microbes out there? Or maybe even something bigger swimming around?
Well, microbial life is definitely a possibility, but even more intriguing are places like Europa and Enceladus.
Those names sound familiar.
They're moons orbiting Jupiter and Saturn.
Oh, okay. And what's so special about them?
They both have vast oceans, but get this, hidden beneath their icy surfaces.
Wait, what? Oceans under ice? How is that even possible?
It's mind-blowing, right? These moons are tidally heated, so basically the gravitational pull of their giant planets, it keeps the water liquid underneath all that ice.
That is wild. So are you saying that these oceans could actually support life?
Some scientists think so. They believe these hidden oceans could have the right conditions for life to evolve.
So we're not just looking for Earth 2.0 anymore. We got to expand our search to these seemingly impossible places.
Exactly. The more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how diverse life could actually be out there. It might not look anything like what we're used to.
Okay, now I'm getting chills. Just imagine what it would mean if we actually discovered life beyond Earth.
It would be huge. A paradigm shift for sure.
Think about it. It would challenge everything we think we know about biology, evolution, maybe even philosophy and religion.
You're right. It's pretty heavy stuff. But I think there's a connection here to what we were talking about earlier, with the beaver moon.
Yeah, I see it. That whole preparing for a new phase, right?
Exactly. Searching for life beyond Earth, that's us stepping into the unknown. We're preparing ourselves for a potential encounter with something truly extraordinary.
I love that. It's like we're not just building our metaphorical lodge for winter. We're building it for a whole new era of discovery.
And who knows what we'll find out there. The possibilities are limitless.
Well, no. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired right now.
Me too. It's exciting stuff.
Okay, well, I think it's time to switch gears and bring this back down to Earth for a bit. We've explored the beaver moon from so many angles, from ancient traditions to its potential influence on our emotions.
It's been quite the journey. We've delved into the science behind its glow and even pondered its connection to the search for life on other planets.
This deep dive has been a wild ride, full of history, science, symbolism, and even a touch of cosmic wonder. But before we wrap things up, I want to know what's your biggest takeaway from all of this. What's going to stick with you most about the beaver moon?
For me, it's that sense of interconnectedness. We keep coming back to it. The beaver moon, it's not just an isolated thing up in the sky.
Yeah.
It's tied to history, to nature, to us.
I totally agree. And it's not just about the past, The beaver moon, with all its themes of getting ready and change, it makes me think about the future.
Oh, interesting. How so? Well, what are we building for ourselves? What kind of world are we creating? What role do we play in this whole grand universe?
Wow, those are some big questions. But I get it. This whole conversation has really put things in perspective for me. I'm seeing the beaver moon, even just the night sky, in a whole new way.
That's exactly what we hope for with these deep dives, to make you curious, encourage you to look deeper, ask those questions, and, make those connections.
So to our listeners, as you go about your week, maybe take a moment to just look up at the sky. Think about all the stories, the science, the symbolism we talked about.
Let the beaver moon be a reminder to embrace change, to build something meaningful, and to never stop exploring.
And hey, if you happen to snap any amazing photos of the night sky or have any thoughts about tonight's deep dive, share them with us on social media. We love hearing from you. Until then, keep diving deep.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.